Hey guys, I'm Cam and welcome back to the Pop Arcade. Continuing from last week, we are looking at my collection of vintage Macs, and this week we are looking at the iMac G4. So let's get into it and check it out.
Wait till you meet the new iMac.
So like I just said guys, we're going to be checking out the iMac G4 today, and it is beautiful. It's one of my most favourite Macs I have in my collection, apart from the G3 last week, because that is beautiful, but this is something else. The iMac G4 was made between 2002 and 2004, but this here is the upgraded version that was produced in 2003. So I'm very lucky to have the upgraded new version. This particular iMac was dubbed the iLamp, or also it was called the Sunflower because of how quirky it looked and not like a computer at all. It was dubbed the iLamp because it looks very similar to the Pixar Luxo Junior lamp, which I agree with. It's very quirky and cool. It is the first iMac to actually have an LCD screen and not the big CRTs like we saw last week, hence why Apple were able to do a fun and quirky design. The LCD screen is held onto the main dome here by a metal arm, which is actually so flexible and you can move it in any way possible in the perfect position for the way you need to work. The iMac G4 only came in white, so this is the only colour it ever came in, and didn't come in any transparent colours like the previous G3. It does come with built-in speakers, but this particular model came with the external Pro speakers, which actually sound pretty good even still to this day, which is pretty cool. This particular G4 shipped with an Apple Pro mouse and an Apple Pro keyboard, but later on the Pro was actually dumped from the name and it was just the Apple keyboard and the Apple mouse. But this particular version is the Apple Pro mouse. So I'm very lucky to have the original. The Pro keyboard and Pro mouse are so beautiful and clear, and the good thing about this keyboard is it actually has USBs on the back of it here. So there is so much connectivity with this iMac, it's crazy. This is also the first mouse with an optical light instead of the original analog balls, which is really cool. This particular G4 was built in 2003, so that means it has a 17-inch LCD screen as opposed to a 15-inch, and it is also a much faster processor, a 1.25 gigabyte PowerBook processor, which is Apple's own chipset, which is very fast. This particular G4 shipped with 256 megabytes of RAM, but it's since been upgraded to 512. It's actually so easy to upgrade the RAM in this. You just lift up the base and there is a slot on the base where you simply add more RAM. So it's so easy. And this G4 has an 80 gigabyte hard drive, which is actually crazily big for back in 2003. And because this is the 2003 version of this iMac, it comes with an NVIDIA GeForce 5200 64 megabyte graphics card, which is really crazily good for the time. Don't forget, it has an optical super drive as well, perfect for burning DVDs and CDs at the press of a button. How cool is that? And talking about connectivity, you're not going to find another iMac with as many ports as this. There is so many ports here and so many USBs, it's crazy. The only downside is these Apple Pro speakers have a small USB jack, so it is actually quite unique, and you're not going to be able to plug this in any other computer apart from this. So that is one downside. Well guys, that's it for another episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy looking back at these old Macs that I have. I still have a few Macs to show you guys over the next few weeks, so I can't wait to show you, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like the channel, and you can also add me on all of my socials, The Pop Arcade or Cam's Pop Arcade for Instagram. Thanks guys, and I'll see you real soon for the next one. Bye.
Say hello to the new iMac.